Hey my friends, welcome back to another video. A very stormy day. As you can see this morning we had some big thunderstorms come through. I thought it would be a great day to pick up the camera and do some cleaning, do some cooking. So I hope that this video brings you all the motivation that you're looking for today. So I wanted to start out by getting some chicken started on the stove. So I am not so young anymore and I cannot do these whole house cleanings in one day. It's just way too much. So this was over the weekend. I knew that I could take it slow and just get everything done over 2 days and just put it all into one video for y'all, because I know a lot of you all are in the same boat as me. It's really hard to clean your whole house in one day and get everything done by evening. I am sore and exhausted at the end of the day when I do that. So I wanted to get the chicken started because I knew I was going to be making a couple dishes with chicken. So I wanted to just cook it all at once so I didn't have to do it each night that I, made my dinner. So I was going to make some Olive Garden copycat chicken gnocchi soup, which I'll share with you in a little while. So I just started that, and then I was doing laundry in between and just kind of doing things. I filmed as I was going, so things might seem a little out of sync, but it's just the real way that things were going. I put the chicken on, put the clothes in the laundry, and then went back to the chicken, went back to the laundry, just real life over here. So I was just putting some laundry in. This day I also wanted to get my sheets washed, and so here I am with the chicken again. Just wanted to get this whole huge pan of chicken cooked. It would just make things a lot easier at dinner time. You can see Marion's back there helping me unload the dishwasher. And this night, actually, I didn't film it, but I made a delicious chicken tortilla soup. For some reason, I've been in the soup mood, even though it's like getting warmer. Where we live today is actually in the 50s, so it's like spring, spring is just really holding on. Winter's holding on. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for heat. It's my favorite, but I don't know, maybe that's why I've been in the mood for soup lately. But I made a chicken tortilla soup, but then I also used that chicken to make a delicious chicken gnocchi soup, and I also used it for another dish that I didn't share either. But it's nice sometimes when you can just get a big batch of your meat cooked at once, and then it makes dinner time a lot quicker. But now I moved on to more laundry. I forget how many loads of laundry I did this weekend, but I was just trying to get all the laundry done, and also all the linens, the sheets, the blankets, things like that. So if you've watched my videos, I don't normally do voiceovers. It's not really the thing that I prefer. It's the same in real life. I prefer like face-to-face so much better than text, emails, phone calls. I love face-to-face, and that is why I don't do voiceovers very often. But sometimes a video, calls for a voiceover. So I thought that I would just give you all a voiceover. Some of you have told me that you really appreciate a good voiceover. So this is a little different for me, and it's always more difficult when I'm doing a voiceover. For some reason it seems less natural, so I'm trying to make it seem natural. I'm trying my best, but I do love face-to-face much better. Okay, it's the next day. Today I'm hopefully going to get everything else finished that I didn't get done yesterday, but we did run to we went to church, got some lunch, ran to Walmart, so I'm going to share with you just a really quick fill-in grocery haul for the week. I got some more rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. Is so good. Jackson and I both love that. That's for his lunches. I got a thing of strawberries, and these are definitely giant. All their strawberries were so big. I really wanted grapes, but Walmart lets me down. I did not want to stop at Kroger, so I'll have to do that another day. Got some of this Parmesan. We're going to be using that with our dinner. I got some bananas, some of these little beef jerky packs. I just throw them in Jackson's lunch. He likes them. His water bottle packets. At his school they can have gum, which is so funny. When I was in school you were not allowed to have gum, but they say it helps them concentrate, so I got him some of that. He also asked for this cookie dough. Got some ciabatta rolls for his lunches. Half gallon of milk, and Marion loves his bubbly.
Also, I think Jackson and Mary picked that out, some peanuts. And then my planner expires in the end of June, and I'm planning for the summer, so I needed to go ahead and grab another one. So this is mint green. It's July 23 to June 24. And I very quickly looked through the planners. This one was just the one I chose. I need one that's a monthly, but also a weekly. So I like to have a big area to write on. So this one looked pretty good. Hopefully it will work.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and strip the beds and throw everything in the wash. I did not do my duvet cover, and I didn't do Jackson's comforter. Those will be done at another time. I'm still looking for like either a second comforter or a duvet or something. Mine, like I've told you before, is all cut up because of Clyde. Speaking of Clyde, there he is, the star of the show always. I could reorder the same one on Amazon, which I may end up doing, but I was just trying to see if there was something, that I could find in town that was different, better. Also, Jackson's comforter, I really want to replace it because it's got a bunch of little holes. You'll see these little like white, they almost look like there's hair on them, but it's like the fuzz from the inside that's been pulled out, and then there's a big hole in the middle of it. But he absolutely loves that comforter, and it's really heavy and warm. But I told him with summer coming I could get you a thin one, but he is fighting me on it. He does not want to. So it's his room. Also, I took all the blankets off the couch. I like to wash those about once a week because the dogs and cats do love to lay on those. It just freshen them up a little bit. So I have decided that I have way too many sweatshirts and sweaters. I keep them at the top of my closet, and I just wanted to go through them. I actually do wear almost all of these. I love a warm sweatshirt in the winter, and I'm still wearing them. It's still cold. And so, but I knew that there was some in here that I, don't wear very often, and so I was trying really hard to get rid of some stuff this day. And I had already had a few boxes and a bag down at the bottom of my closet. I always keep like a box or a bag in my closet, and I'll just throw things in there randomly when I decide that I don't need them anymore, and then when it's full I'll make a run up to Goodwill and donate it. And so it was time to pull those out and also go through these and make another Goodwill run. It always feels so good to just declutter, get rid of a few things here and there. It does make a big difference, because when you're bringing things in and you're not letting things go, then very quickly in a small house it can just become super overwhelming. Alright, so I have started on dinner. This is obviously the second day of filming. I'm wearing a different outfit. This is Sunday, And I'm making the chicken gnocchi soup. I will link this recipe down below. There are so many that you can find on Pinterest. And this is just the one that I tried, and it was delicious. I would say it was like a 95% match to the Olive Garden recipe. It was not a lot of work, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot more work than it was. I love any kind of soup that has like a creamy base, like a heavy cream base. To me, that is just the best kind of soup. And this was full of veggies, so it was pretty healthy. I for a long time wanted to make it, but I couldn't find the gnocchi, but I actually found it at Walmart. It was super easy to find. Just typed it into the app and it told me what row it was on, and it was super easy to make. You just boil it for like 3 minutes before you put it in your soup. So I was very impressed with how easy this soup was, and also how very delicious it was. Alright, the sheets are clean now. I'm going to make the bed, and as you know, Clyde is my bed making helper. So Clyde is the star of the show. I get so many comments about Clyde. He is just the cutest cat ever. He is so full of personality. If you don't know about Clyde, he's 4 years old. We got him at the shelter when he was, I want to say 12 weeks or so, but Jackson, we went in we like to go to the Humane Society around here and just visit with the animals, and they let you come in and pet him and love on him. He is the cutest. And we just had no intention of getting an animal this day, but Jackson begged and cried, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm crazy getting a third cat. But he has been the just most amazing addition to our family. He is just so full of personality. He loves everyone. He like instantly took to all of us, and the dogs, nothing bothered him. He was literally the perfect cat. And for some reason, when I am making the bed, he has to be all up in my business. He cannot let me make the bed without being right there. And it's so funny to him. Like, this is just fun. And so I just let him, what am I going to do? I could shut the door and leave him out, but he just really enjoys it. But you can see there was a hole there on the duvet. He has destroyed it. So once I finished my bed, I moved on to Jackson's bed, and you'll see Clyde had to join me in here as well. It's just his thing. It's like he hears me in the house making the bed, and he can't help it. He has to come, and we just laugh. He is so full of personality, and we just love him so much. Okay, after I let this soup, simmer for a little while, I added the gnocchi, which looked like a brain to me. It kind of grossed me out for a second when I added it, to be honest, but it tasted delicious. And then I added my spinach. This recipe did not say to chop it, but I prefer it chopped up. I rather than big pieces. And then we were ready to eat. I made just some of those great value breadsticks to go with it. And when I was at Olive Garden recently having this, I added their pepper on top with the pepper grinder, and it was so delicious. It like totally was a game changer. So I had to buy a little pepper grinder at Walmart and add that on top, and then some fresh shaved Parmesan. This meal was delicious. So now it is time to get the kitchen cleaned. Hopefully this will give you that after dinner cleaning motivation. This video was supposed to go up on Sunday, to be honest, and I have had the busiest week. As you know, I've started babysitting my granddaughter, and so my days are just a little bit different now, and so I just have to sort of, prioritize my time. And I thought, well, instead of getting it out on a Sunday, kind of as a Sunday reset, I could do a midweek motivation, because the truth is we need that motivation to get through the rest of the week. Sometimes Wednesday is hard because you still got half the week to go and you're tired. And so I thought maybe a little midweek motivation would be nice. And there are so many people that post Sunday reset videos, and so hopefully this will help you out if you're looking for some motivation. So I am going to just use my little hair roller on my couch. You all hear me talk about it all the time. And I've had so many of you tell me that you bought one and you love it too. It's just literally changed the way that I clean. My other couch didn't attract hair, or maybe I just didn't see it because it was darker. But I can see it on this couch, and you can't really see it. There's not a lot right here. I tried to show you a few of them. It's Belle's black hair, and she doesn't really shed that much, but after a few days I can really notice it. And of course you don't want somebody coming to your home and sitting on your couch and being covered in dog hair. So this is like my favorite tool. I pull it out every day, and it's funny, my dogs chase my vacuum when I vacuum, and so when I get out the little tool, they know I'm going to be vacuuming next, so they get all antsy. It's just so funny. But I do this before I vacuum and just kind of like sweep all the debris or anything that is on the couch off, because I've had people say in the comments before, well, why don't you just teach your dogs not to get on your couch? But that's just not reality for me. They've always gotten on the couch and I'm fine with it. I make sure that they're clean, and then the couch, I clean regularly. And the same thing with the cats. It's just they live here, and it's just part of our home, and they're part of our family, so they are allowed on the furniture. But this little tool, if you feel the same as me and you love your fur babies on the furniture, you've got to get one of these. It's always linked in my description box, but you can find them so many places. I'm starting to see them everywhere, and they're all different brands, all different prices. But get you one if you have pets. I'm telling you, you will thank me. I decided to move this little tray into my bedroom for now because we have the baby here and the swing is in the living room and it doesn't really fit with the swing. I thought that I might take the swing downstairs between having Paisley here and then when she was gone, but I've just so far left it upstairs. It's not bothered us, so I just moved that little cart into my bedroom. My bedroom is so small it's hard to get good angles, so every shot of my bedroom, it's kind of difficult to see what I'm doing. It's just, living in a small house. I'm always trying to find the best angle so that you can get the widest view. And I'm going to go ahead and vacuum the house now, and then I will be sweeping. Well, not sweeping actually. I'll be using my Bissell Crosswave, which I'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to use the Bissell Crosswave now. This was a Christmas present from Marion, something I wanted for so long. It sweeps and mops at the same time, and I probably would say that I don't love it as much as I thought I would. It is nice to only go over everything once, so I didn't have to sweep everything or vacuum it and then come back and mop it. So that definitely saved me some time. But honestly, I don't know if I feel like it gets as clean as it was when I used my, actual mop. So, but in between, this is nice. I kind of thought that this would take over and be, I would love it, and it would do all my sweeping and all my mopping, and it would be so much easier. It wouldn't be like a cardio workout, but it still is kind of like a workout. And there's so many things you have to clean when you're done using it, and that is something I didn't realize. And I'm not complaining. I love it and I do use it, but I wouldn't necessarily say I love it as much as I thought. I think I had it built up in my mind it was going to be the most amazing tool, and it's great. I do wonder, I guess, how well it mops, but I mean, the water's really dirty at the end, so I'm assuming it's doing a good job. So I don't know. If you have one, let me know. What do you think? Is it Like, do you love it? Do you love it? I don't know if I would say I love it. I love it. Okay, I'll say I love it, but I don't know if I'll say that it's my favorite or that I love it as much as I thought I would. And it is really loud, like the vacuum, so of course the dogs, go crazy about it. But this is also linked in my description box if it's something that you're interested in. It does, if you have a large house and a lot of floor to clean, I could see how this would be really great, because it would really save you a lot of time not having to go over and vacuum or sweep and then also go over and mop. This is just all done in one step, and it would be worth having to clean it out, because you saved so much time otherwise. But anyway, that is my little review of my Bissell Crosswave. I'll show you in a minute too. When I go into my bedroom, it does have a setting where it cleans your rugs, so I've never used it before this day, and I went over my rug in my bedroom, and I will say that I did like that. It refreshed it. It smelled so good. It also didn't stay wet for very long. I was worried that it was going to be wet for days, but it wasn't. It was dried way quicker than I thought. So I do actually really like that feature as well. And I'm in Jackson's room now. I try to not show too much of his room. I try to get in and get out. I don't always show his room just because, it's funny. If you remember the dabbing days when Jackson was just all about the camera and dabbing and loved to say hi. And, he's going to be 15 and he's just not about it these days. He's like Mary, and he's more of an introvert. And so being on camera is not really his favorite thing. And so I try to respect that. And, as if you've been with me for a while, you've probably noticed he's not on here like he used to be. And I also try to respect his space as much as I can. So I don't really film a lot, in his bedroom anymore. So I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but I came into the kitchen now, and I just wanted to give the dog bowls a good cleaning. I did get some new cat bowls recently that I'll be sharing in an upcoming video, and I'm excited to use those. I had read that it's better for cats to have a taller bowl that's kind of angled rather than having to bend down. And of course they've had these all their life and they're fine, but I am going to try these new ones out. But that'll also be nice to have a backup, so I can put these in the dishwasher when I won't always just have to hand wash them or do it really quick while they're not eating, and because pretty much they eat all the time, and it'll just be nice to have a second set of bowls. But I want to just get all this cleaned up, and then I'm going to go back into my room and finish up. So I don't know why I broke the video up like this, but it was just happening in real time. So I just recorded as I was doing it. So after I finished that, came back in here and freshened up my rug like I was telling you. And it really smelled so good. Like I said, I was afraid it was going to make it wet for days, but it wasn't. It was really great. So if you have a Bissell Crosswave, if you haven't tried the rug setting, I would definitely try it. I need to try it in my living room. I do have an actual rug cleaner, so that's usually what I use, but I've never used this setting, and it was actually so quick and easy. And I probably, when I use my Bissell Crosswave just to do the floors. I'll probably also just refresh the rugs each time because it was so simple. But this was the last thing I wanted to get done on this day. I was tired. It was over 2 days, like I said, but definitely got the house reset and ready for the week. So this was, like I said, for me, Sunday night, and it always feels so good to get everything clean before the week starts, because boy, does it start and it does not stop until the end of the week. So all the fur babies were happy. Everything was clean, reset for the week. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and my chatting. I hope it was okay. I hope that this gave you all the motivation you need to get through the rest of this week, or if you're watching this on the weekend, gives you the motivation to get everything reset for the week. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. I am praying for you always, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.